of these guys, it's like when they try to ask you advice or how to how to get a woman to like you or whatever the case may be, but they neglect themselves. They think when they're outside, it's like women. Like, what about liking yourself? How do you expect a woman to like you for you when you don't even like yourself?
And you don't even, it's deep, fam. I was, on the video I did this morning, I gave 3 things that women want. I said, first, they want a man who knows who he is. Second, they want a man who knows what he wants from a woman. And third, they want a man who knows what that woman has to offer. And in those 3, this is 95% of the problem or 100% of the problem for 95% of relationships. You're wearing a mask. You don't know yourself as a man. You don't even know who you are. So how could you know what you want? You're not selecting, like I said, you don't have a business mindset. You're just like, oh, that's a good basketball player. Let me get him. Even though I have 4 point guards, let me just pick up another one. But even though I don't have a center, let me not search for a center. I just like how this point guard plays. That's not how you run a fucking organization. You need pieces. You need pieces, and you have to select the right pieces for you. And you guys are just going based off looks and sex, and most guys are married to women because they liked how she fucked. Period. Well, if you valued yourself, the number one, you marry a woman because you like how she fucked. I shit test a woman to know if I marry. If I fuck you before I marry you, you don't get married. Because fucking me is a shit test. And you failed because you fucked me.
Talk to him.
These niggas kill me, man.
Talk to him. The thing is just like this. Shakespeare says, to know thyself. Tolstoy says to thy own self be true. Actually, no. Shakespeare says, to thy own self be true. Tolstoy says to know thyself. Jesus says to give of thyself. So how do you basically be true to yourself if you don't know yourself? And how do you give yourself if you ain't true to yourself?
You can't. You just handing out fake projections. You're handing out GMO. You GMO niggas, man. You GMO niggas. You're feeding women toy food, and you're wondering why they're upset. They're upset with the Happy Meal because you're a fucking clown. Exactly. Oh man, this will hurt niggas' feelings too, man.
Yeah. It's good medicine.
Yeah, it is.
Needed medicine.
Yeah, it is. You have to realize you ain't shit sometimes. Cause that's the only way you can grow. Cause nobody is born out the gate with no experience with this amount of knowledge and this amount of internal validation. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get there. But you have to first recognize I see a higher level. I want to obtain that type of level.
Exactly. And you have to basically embrace the process, embrace the struggle, and embrace the pain, embrace the mistakes. You're not perfect. You're on your way to perfection, but you're not perfect.
Right.
The message that comes from both of our lips is based off of being studied, not just studied with books, but being studied with ourselves. We study to show ourselves approved. Then we brought it to God. Then we know how to rightly divide the truth from the lies. Because once you spot the truth, it's easy to see a lie. But when you're living a lie, you can't see the truth.
Uh-oh. Repeat that?
Once you basically have ushered yourself into the truth, you can easily spot a lie. But see, the thing is, when you're in a lie, you can't spot the truth. And you become a reprobate mind.
You know what? This will make a great segue. When you are living in a lie, you can't spot the truth. When you are in the truth, you can spot the lie. When guys ask me how I pick a woman, this is the reason why on my MGTOW shit, I bash the fuck out of women and I tell guys the bad shit. If your criteria for finding a wife is she cooks, she says she loves me, she gives me sex, she's attractive, and she cleans, you are looking for 5 things and saying, you know what, I can marry this woman based off those 5 things. Me, on the other hand, I'm looking at 1,000 bad traits. And if I'm saying she does any of these bad traits, I can't marry her. So who do you think has a better chance of finding a better wife? The guy who's looking for 5 good traits, or the one who's doing the process of elimination with thousands of bad traits?
The latter. because the thing is, what you're also looking at is how they function with their dysfunction.
C-spot run, C-spot run.
Yes, because it's a difference between someone being dysfunctional. We're all dysfunctional, but are we fluid? Are we still moving forward? Now, are we in pain? Is our life in a disarray, but are we still moving forward? Or is she stuck in the past?
Right.
That's the thing you gotta look. That's the thing you gotta look for. See, the thing is, I asked God one day, I said, man, why did you put me through all this stuff? And he said, because I need you to basically see that man in that three-piece suit and see his mess. I need you to look at that woman that's got her hair did, her nails did, you know, her purse on Chanel, you know, she's popping, her lip gloss is popping, right? But see the brokenness in the woman.
Right.
Now she's supposed to be your rib, right? Pull from the side of you. What is the acronym for rib? Rest in brokenness. What she wants to do is be able to rest in her brokenness in your guidance.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Don't go any further. I have to screenshot that because you just said I got to see what time. This is at 1:17. You just dropped some fire, Jim, because I gotta chop that video up. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, when you're resting in, when you're able to allow her to rest in her brokenness, she's resting in her femininity. She feels comfortable in that. That's what I was telling this woman last night. She's like, yeah, what about a strong woman? Like, no, I don't want you to be strong. I want you to release your masculinity, your testosterone, thinking, right? And be a woman. Bring your insecurities to me. Bring your madness to me. And let me manage it. Okay? Let me manage your perspective. Let me do the mental maintenance. Let me do the emotional maintenance for you. Let me check your oil. Let me change it. Change your oil. Ooh, what's another one right there? The olive. going back to breaking down the woman. Not so much breaking her down, breaking her spirit, breaking her emotions, everything like that. No, it's basically breaking apart what she thought, right? Because the thing is about the olive. The olive has to be beaten to be broken down to its permanent light. See, I'm basically bringing the light into the woman, right? And the light in the woman is based on me imparting into her, not just physically, but also my spirit I'm imparting in her. Because why? She's a vessel, and I'm a light bearer. See, my thing is when I screen them out to make sure what type of vessel is she? Is she a vessel with holes in it? Is she a vessel with dirt smudges in it? Or is she a clean vessel? 9 times out of 10, she's not a clean vessel. I'll take the dirty vessel because I'll remove the smudges out of it.
Facts.
I'll wash it out.
This is where I wanted to go. I've been wanting to go here a while because we were talking about the hoe into a housewife, but now we're talking about the process and why. So that's the first topic on the page. I got hoe into housewife, Brittany Renner, Kim K, Cash Doll. Let's flow into it. An hour and a half in, we're starting. We're finally
get to it. We just kind of warm it up, you know? Man, there's so much stuff in this, man. It's ministry, man. This is healing and transformation. Now, you look at guys saying, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't hate Kim Kardashian because she did a film. Now, she basically did her numbers, right? Her numbers are no different from any other woman. She just made a film. But because of her intelligence, because she managed to put her family on, she managed to generate $500 million off of her pussy. Now, most of these women can't even get a nigga to fill up the gas tank with her pussy.
Facts. Nigga, I lost bitches. Nigga, there was this young bitch I was fucking with, a young Jamaican bitch. And she was dark skinned. She had a track body. I was busting nuts in her pussy, mouth, ass, doing whatever I want. Bitch asked me for McDonald's one time when I was driving home, and I had to check myself, dog, because I was like, what? Like, I'm thinking, like, damn, this bitch done been fucking me for years, ain't asked me for shit. The bitch asked me for McDonald's, and I almost snapped. But that's the mindset, though. But she couldn't even get. Eventually, I got it. I went and got it. I said, you know what, man? This bitch I done filled this bitch about 2,000 loads, man. At least I can do is get her a McChicken, dog. So I said I went and got it. But most bitches, they give you your spirit. I'm dumping all my spirits of other women into her, and she couldn't even get a fucking full meal out of me. She had to get off the value menu.
And the spirits are with her for the rest of her life. Yes. Her womb work. She got the spirit of Tyrone, the spirit of Peanut, the spirit of Keisha, you know, that little college experiment. spirit of old Ray Ray, he just put the tip in.